Hey YouTube, it's your girl Pretty Conspiracy Row, Pretty and Co Row. How y'all doing today? Hopefully everybody is fine. I'm fine. Chilling. Boy mom type stuff. Got a little boy running around the house right now. He'll be in here. But I want to talk to y'all real quick about DC. Well, I want to talk about a couple of things. I want to talk about current events and distractions. Being DC Young Fly. I can't get enough of that. It's just so many angles. There's so many things to talk about. It's so many things that people are choosing to ignore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people are choosing to ignore how his energy, how cringy it is, how it just don't sit right, and people are just making excuses for it. And the fact that you have to make an excuse for it is, that says it all. I think it's interesting that Young or DC Young Fly, his relationship or his attitude towards Bobby Womack. He said Bobby Womack was his hero. And I find that interesting, being that, the girl was a wilding out girl. She probably dealt with Nick Cannon, or I mean, one can assume that they all deal with Nick Cannon. You know what I'm saying? They have, like, it's almost like a allegedly like a pimp and type of relationship he had with those girls on Wildin' Out. So it leaves the mind to wonder what was really going on, and how he really feel about what's going on, being that he's saying Bobby Womack was his hero. Bobby Womack left with his best friend wife and his best friend daughter. Who would want to be that person? So I don't know if that's his way of saying, like, he Mr. Get Back, he the Get Back King, or how, it's just weird. It's just weird energy all around that Jackie O DC Young Fly situation. I'm looking down at some stuff that I wrote down. Let me see what else. Also, like that surgery song that he had, that kind of make me feel some type of way. People can say what they want to say, or they can act like they don't see no connections. Like, I had just put a video up on my TikTok, and I was talking about, like, and because Q Reeves has spoke on it on Black Magic 363 channel, and he was saying something that I had picked up on a while ago. Like, when you keep hearing things over and over, or if you see a pattern in things, or it's like, or you keep hearing stuff like in a song or something like that, like, y'all, it's like a chant. It's like a buildup of energy. It's a ritual. Like, I think people get mixed up what a ritual actually is. It's just like, it's a ritual. It's like a repetition of something. It's a buildup of energy, to be used towards something. And like with him making that song, and even his whole energy to her was almost like, I mean, cringy is the best word, but I really want to say kind of disgusting. He was kind of mean to the girl, or it seemed that way the way he would talk to her on Instagram lives and stuff. How y'all doing? Y'all gonna comment? Who in the comments? Or who in the chat rather? And like, even at the wedding, like how he acted and how the dad acted, it was really like a cringy energy. Like, it was almost like DC went up there and said, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it professional. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna lie though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to go up there and say I love this girl if that's not how I felt. I'm not about to go up there and act like we was in a relationship, or act like we was together because we wasn't. It's almost like either he had another relationship, like maybe he was dealing with somebody else, or maybe like maybe they just had an understanding where behind the scenes, like, they knew, like, okay, I'm doing this, that, and the third. Or even if you don't know directly, that I got other bitches type shit. Like, it really seemed like he got another bitch, y'all. And I don't know if y'all had knew that Jackie O is a Scorpio. She a Scorpio. I think they said her birthday was like November, I don't know. but she a Scorpio, and the girl died during a Scorpio full moon. Like, I was in Florida when she died. And what's crazy is my sister went got surgery. She was getting surgery at the same time down in Miami. And when she died, we actually, I have a picture of it. I might upload it to my community tab. It was like a blood moon. The moon was so huge. Like, I actually went to the docks, and like we went by the water and shit, and we was just looking at it. It was so, and it was, the water was just, it was just pulling the water. You could just see the waves, the waves, the waves. Like, and it was a full moon in Scorpio. I want to say it was the blood moon. Like, y'all could double check that. But I'm like, wow, like, I don't know. That's just a lot of coincidences, you know. Not to mention that DC got this whole rollout thing going. I mean, he about to be on Netflix. That was already planned. That was out before she even went to surgery. For them, they show to come out on Netflix. You got all my change? Dang, man, you got all the monies. Then he had, I mean, think about even before the Netflix thing. He was doing, he was on BMF. He been on the Wash. I think a lot of people forgot that he was just recently on BMF. Like, I'm not sure if that was his first time on TV or Stars or Power, you know, like doing HBO or whatever it is. But yeah, he was just on BMF. I mean, he been doing like the low budget films. He been doing like the Wash and what was that? How High 2 or something like that. I didn't even watch it. And I thought it may have been funny because he was in it, but at the same time I was like, you know, it was given low budget. It was given Tubi. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, like, yeah, it's almost as if like even with him having that song out way then and all of this stuff kind of lining up for him, like it was a rollout. This, it's almost seemed like this stuff was premeditated. You know, maybe he felt like she was holding him back. You know, maybe he felt like he was the star and she was, you know, getting in the way of him. Like, cause you know how they say like some men like, and with some women too, they kind of want you to be like single when you in the industry. They still want you to be like seem attainable and seem like I you have like that sex image, that sex appeal, that sex idol thing going on. You know, if you got a one man there and he's still kind of young, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, not really, but yeah, you know. So maybe he felt like, thank you for the kids, but you kind of cramping my style and my success, hindering my success. But moving on from DC Young Fly, Boosie asked and messed around and got arrested. See, this is what I probably could have found out real quick. I don't care to find out now. I'm not sure if he got arrested coming. They said he went to YNW Melly trial. I'm not sure. They said he got arrested coming out of court. So I'm not sure if he got arrested coming out of his trial or coming out of court for his own case. Like maybe they said he had court or something himself. So maybe he went to court and he came out and got arrested. Or maybe he got arrested coming out of court with YNW Melly. But whatever the case, the nigga came out of court and got arrested by the feds. And I mean, you know, Charleston White done spoke on it, and y'all pretty much know what he done said. You know, he definitely was. Do you think it's involving the Jake the Jeweler stuff? You know what? Boosie done been in he done had his hands in so many different pots. It's kind of hard to say. And that's probably how what the feds looking like too. Like, okay, you know, you've been playing with fire ever since you came home. You popping up here and there and everywhere. Yeah, he had court. They dropped the charges and feds picked him up right up. Oh, just like on Power. When they dropped the charges on Tasha and they came got her right out the damn courthouse. That's crazy. I know he didn't see that coming. They played him. And I was also thinking, like, y'all think T.I. got something to do with that? You know what I'm saying? He did have that little thing going on with T.I. and they made up, you know, but maybe T.I. was like, you know, in the end, I get the last laugh, you know. He is the Libra. He kind of give me that. But anyway, so maybe it's just karma. like I said, the Duke the Jeweler stuff, a lot of people feel like he has something to do with like the Mo 3 stuff. Like, didn't he get shot at right after Mo 3 passed away? Rest in peace, Mo 3. But, it could be that too. So, mm, but yeah, Carmen might just be spinning the block on him. It could be a number of things with Boosie. But the Dolph case. Dolph case heating up too. What's the nigga CEO TZ, the guy CEO TZ, rest in peace to his soul. But aside from that, because I listen, I don't really be keeping that. I kind of lost touch with that case. But what I can say is about Makita's cookies is I told y'all. I told y'all. Okay. First of all, the reason why is the whole. First of all, everybody, nobody in the restaurant got hit, and they was all there at the same time in the same place. So either they had a heads up, they seen it coming, they didn't give him the warning, or something. Like I just feel like something was wrong with that. Nobody even tried to help him, save him, nothing. I mean, I'm not saying go be a shield, but you could have told the nigga this way. Nobody even like nothing, but somehow y'all all evaded danger. So that was always kind of funny to me. And then like how quick the girl was to hop on the news, and then she on social media, then she hopping on different platforms. When she started hopping on these platforms and being a moderator, like she even subscribed to my page because I was talking about it, and she came and commented on my page. I'm like, oh, she's trying to keep tabs on what's being said. That was kind of funny to me. Then they was saying like she was the one guy was her boyfriend, or like they was in the, I don't know, like if she was supposed to be his manager or what they had going on musically, or what their relationship was. But all of that, it was just too much mess with her. And where there's smoke there's fire, what I'm saying? Like it just kept finding like little things with her. And I ain't like that. I ain't like that. But like I said, the icing on the cake with her was, girl, you hopping on people's pages, you being moderators, like speaking on it, keep speaking on it, keep speaking on it, trying to defend yourself to people you don't even know you doing too much. Her story changed so much. She was better off not saying nothing at all. Exactly, Portia. She was better off saying nothing at all. She could even played in the comments. Oops, hold on. She could even played it in the comments, but she got way too involved. She got way too involved. Like she was actually beefing with different people, and yeah, so that kind of made my antennas go up with that. Now, I had been felt that way about her and about them though, so I'm not surprised. Like I felt like the whole family was moving funny, but I think everybody pretty much felt like that. Like you always got some people that feel like, oh, y'all don't know them, y'all wasn't there, but them the people who get gang ran on them in real life. Don't forget that. The people who not able to see through this stuff. Tory Lanez sentencing was delayed. Interesting. They trying to sentence Tory to 13 years. Interesting. Like, how do we ignore all of that? Like, this stuff got Illuminati, industry, whatever you want to call it, whoever you want to call them, it got that written all over it. But, dang, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, like, especially with him being sentenced to 13 years. Okay, I got it back. But the main thing that irritated me about the Tory Lanez trial, and it's like people just pick and choose like what they want to believe in, what they don't want to believe in. And okay, let me say it like this. Okay, this is the thing that get on my nerves. Because people act like how, I guess, I'm not gonna say black people, I'll say people of the culture. Y'all act like, oh, 13 years, right. And this bitch still walking. She's still dancing. This bitch still twerking. She ain't missed one beat. And he got to go to jail for 13 years. And her friend that hopped on the stand and said that and pled the fifth after getting immunity. Like, god damn. Like, god damn. Rock Nation don't sleep. That's how I feel. Rock Nation don't sleep. They over there working all the time, overtime. Like, No. They working to bury that nigga. I'm sure Megan is paying with her blood. I'm sure she's signing in blood and they telling her, your soul is just a small price to pay, for what we doing here for you. But yeah, so the thing that get on my nerves about the hip hop culture and stuff is like, well, okay, one day y'all be like, F the police and social justice and my bad, y'all, I be slurring and stuff. Social justice and y'all don't believe in the justice system and the justice system ain't doing right by us and all of this and all of that. And then the next day y'all be like, oh well, he was tried in court by a jury of his peers. You know what I'm saying? The next day y'all just believe in it when y'all want to believe in it. Like that's the part that irritate me. Like y'all just forgot how crooked they could be. Y'all just forgot how they could hide evidence. Y'all just forgot how they can persecute a person without having anything. Like they literally said that the nigga, his DNA was inconclusive or something. Like it was like y'all just forgot how they really get when they really want to get somebody. It was either him or it was her. It was either him or it was her. It was no way she was coming out of that unscathed. It was no way she was coming out of that with, without her career being really damaged unless he went down for it. And I don't understand how like one day, or maybe it's just all bots doing that and saying that. That could be it too. I did just say that Rock Nation be working all day. Good evening, Taryn Heron. Taryn Heron. Good evening. But yeah, so I don't understand that. People pick and choose, what they want to be, what they want to support. But anyways, moving on. So why do y'all think his trial was delayed? New evidence. What y'all think going on? Y'all think I mean, why what are the reasons that a trial can be delayed? I'm not sure. Like or not a trial, a sentencing. Why was his sentencing delayed? I'm curious. Like I'm gonna have to look that up. What are the reasons that they will delay sentencing? If not to support maybe new evidence, like maybe that something that would change the way the sentencing would go. Like if that's the case, I feel like Tori, you've been playing it way too safe and let that shit fly, my nigga. Like they is about to burn your ass at the stake, and if you got video evidence or somebody, they need to go ahead and drop that shit. Cause I know it was a rumor in the beginning, like Megan, like or not Megan, like maybe it was a video or something. I think Joe Budden said maybe it was a video. It was a rumor about that. So if it really is one, like any time would be the perfect time because they're gonna fry your ass. So I know y'all seen what happened with Kelsey and Milagro. I fuck with my radio. I like Milagro or whatever. Sometimes she get on my nerves. She be talking a lot of shit. I don't agree with everything she said. But when it comes to this Tory Lanez case, I definitely fuck with her. Not to say that, I'm a black woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I don't believe in Meg or I don't believe in. They said that's sad, man, because I don't think he even shot her. I don't think he shot her either. I think he should have gotten on the stand. He should have gotten on the stand. He was more concerned with his career than he was his life. Like he didn't think. Like he probably had a rude awakening, y'all. Like maybe he didn't think that Rock Nation had as much power as they did. Didn't they say the goddamn courthouse is connected to Rock Nation office or something? Like, dang, like come on. He should have got up there and sang like a motherfucking bird and saved his life. Excuse me for cussing. Definitely should have got up on that stand. Yes. I feel like Kelsey played him. Like maybe Kelsey told him she was gonna get up there and do one thing to keep him from saying some stuff about her, to keep him from incriminating her. And she got up there and did a whole nother something. And that's kind of what sealed the deal for him. That's kind of what sealed his fate this time around. But he should have got up there. Like, yeah, he probably wouldn't have been able to come home and talk that shit. And I feel like Tori, your ego worked against you because That was only your ego that made you do that. Because you feel like, oh, I'm going to come home. I'm going to be that nigga. I went the trial. I didn't take the stand. I didn't snitch. I beat the case. And that shit didn't work out. Nothing how you thought it was. You was way too confident. Yeah, you knew you was right. However, nigga, you forgot you was in the devil's playground. And that ego got the best of him. What y'all think? Tell me what y'all think though. Nah, but I don't think he shot her. I think Kelsey shot her. Who y'all think shot her? If so, he wasn't gonna come out winning if Rock Nation connected or Khalees or Kelsey did more than what was said. Kind of like he got thrown under the bus because they trying to give him more time. Also, I seen, yeah, they like really playing on his head top, and it's like they did the same thing to what's the guy name at 1501, Carl Crawford. Carl Crawford had hopped on there. You know, they was like, oh, let's welcome Megan Thee Stallion back to Houston, back to or whatever. You know, basically he had said something along the lines that me and this bitch back cool again, right? Only for them to turn around and go tell the judge, like, oh, well, judge, we need somebody to monitor their funds because I don't think that basically they getting this much money and they ain't giving me my just due. Because didn't she have gun residue on her hands, allegedly, Kelsey? Okay, so I think Kelsey did allegedly have gunpowder on her hands. Either that or they didn't test her for gunpowder. It's one of the two. Saying he hiding money. Who's saying they hiding money? I don't follow. Oh, they shut Carl, right? They shut him up quick, change his tune up, saying he hiding money. Exactly. And I feel like, yeah, yeah. So that's a perfect uh situation. That's the perfect scenario for us to see exactly how Rock Nation get down. That's how they get down. You know what I'm saying? They playing chess, not checkers. And they don't care screwing somebody over. They don't care knocking off a pawn. And that's probably exactly what they tell them, like, nigga, these are pawns. Y'all are pawns. Y'all can be replaced. Y'all are small players. Now, I do think that Kelsey was kind of trying to bait Milagro with the whole argument. It was just weird energy. And then for her to say like she want people to be scared of her, yeah, be careful, Millie, because now they trying to plant their little seeds. Now it started from the Megan Cuniff stuff, and now this, and then they probably gonna send somebody else your way. They trying to set you up to make you seem aggressive. You know, you already a black woman, so you know, just it might even be time to soften it up a little bit. You can even say what you want to say still. And I love you, Millie. I just want you to be careful. Because Rock Nation is strategic. They're strategic and they playing the long game. They playing the long game. Let me see. Yep. So we already talked about that. Anyways, that's enough about Tory Lanez. I don't think he shot her. I think Kelsey shot her, or maybe Kelsey and Meg had a tussle over the weapon, allegedly. I don't know. I wasn't there. And I think the fact that the witness recanted his whole statement and then Kelsey recanted her whole everything, like it should have been thrown out right there. That should have been enough. Like, how do they even convict him on that? And everybody's story didn't change. People don't remember. Nobody remember nothing. People are leaving information out, and it's obvious. They talking about it wasn't a fight, but it's obvious it was a fight. Then the witness even said it was a fight. You know, like I just think it's messed up what they did to him. But maybe, and this is just me playing devil's advocate. What if he going along with it? What if Rock Nation was like, okay, this is what happened, but this is what we got to do. Yeah, you going to have to go sit down for a minute. We going to make it look real bad, but this is the only way she coming up out this situation clean. She got a bigger career for us to save. And in the end, we could just cut you a check or whatever. And maybe Tory Lanez reneging and stuff. I don't know. That's just me playing devil's advocate. But anyway, moving on. Jamie Foxx returned to social media talking about basically go watch They Clone Tyrone. Why? Like It's almost like they trying to turn the world into conspiracy theorists. Like, cause why is y'all playing in our face like that? Like, really? Not hello. Not I'm doing well. Not I'm doing better. Just advertisement for they clone Tyrone. Nigga, we already think they clone Jamie. We already think Jamie S is out of there. Why would you come out here and talk about go watch that clone Tyrone? I don't know why they playing in our face like that. At this point, allegedly, nope, I ain't even gonna say that. And I'm gonna knock on some wood. Let me watch my mouth. But anyway, so yeah, he announced the I guess the trailer or the I know, poor Jamie. The trailer or he said, this is when it's coming out. Ooh, girl, I keep kicking my ring like my bad. But he talking about go watch that Clone Tyrone. It come out on 7/21. So yeah, I actually went and I watched the trailer on YouTube. And in the trailer, it's like, it's giving black exploitation, maybe 70s era, jive turkey type vibes, but with like a modern twist. And it's like everybody is really like a hoodlum. They got a pimp, a prostitute, and and what he say, a D boy, and playing too much, right? And a D boy, and so they have the worst of the worst of society, and they have them going out and fight the government because they find out that the government, like oh my gosh, y'all, it's so crazy how they just playing in our face. They like basically, what's the word that it's a certain word that I want to use that I can't find to describe these people. But they like they have like just they have these people. Oh, so the people find out basically that the government is putting shit in a food. Y'all, I cannot make this stuff up. First, they find out that they cloning people. They follow them to the underground cloning facility that they got in like a bando or some shit like that. They go down there. They find out whoa, it's a clone of Tyrone. Okay, so a skip is showing other scenes. Then they find out that the government is putting, how they say, how we already be saying, or not we, people allegedly already say that, they be putting stuff in our food and sending it to the black areas or whatever. They send all the bad food and stuff, or the stuff with the chemicals, or the cloned meat really is what they say, and stuff like that that comes to the black or the impoverished areas, or the black and the brown areas. So that's basically what was going on in the movie. Like they was in the restaurant one day and he was like, it's in the chicken. Cause he was like, look, everybody was in the restaurant just being on, I guess, stereotypical, laughing and being niggerish and, joking around, really not doing nothing but just kind of. And he was like, wait a minute, it's in the chicken. And y'all know what? It made me think about now it's making me think about the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Universal law. They got to tell us exactly. That's how they wash their hands of the karma. And I was trying to explain that to somebody too. That's how they make sure if they tell us, then it's our fault. We doing it to ourselves. But the guy, Jamie Foxx, was like, it's in the chicken. And they all got to looking at the chicken and stuff. And they was like, wait, it's in the, they was going through the grocery store. They went to the grocery store. They went through the groceries. He was like, he put out a bottle. It said grape drink, y'all. Not the grape drink. Not the famous grape drink for black people. He like, it's in the grape drink. It's in everything. Basically everything that black people was kind of drawn to. That's what they was putting this stuff in to, they was doing experiments on them. I mean, it's crazy because they did it like in the 70s, like black exploitation type of tone to kind of make it like kind of like a comedy, but allegedly they just putting the shit right in our faces and like what y'all gonna do about it. And the fact that so many people think everything is a conspiracy, wake up. At this point, there are no conspiracy. Anything that your mind can conceive is possible at this point. I mean, it's not all true, but it's not all not true. It's not, you know what I'm saying? But yes. And then I seen another movie with Jamie Foxx. All his stuff. Now his rollout is happening. Yes, that Popeye's chicken sandwich had people going crazy. Yes, had people in a chokehold. I just because when I see stuff like that, I go the opposite way. I like chicken. I'm not necessarily a fan of Popeyes. A fan of Popeyes, and I always tell people like, and I do used to tell people like, you know what? I don't eat chicken no more because I used to eat a lot of chicken when I was younger. So I did stop eating it for a minute, but I'm not like opposed to it. But when I seen everybody running to Popeyes to get chicken sandwiches, standing in line, fights happening, I'm saying I don't never want one. I will never have one. I will never have one. Okay? Never. I'm staying far away from it. Anything really that they got black people running towards. Sorry to say, but I'm gonna stay away from that too. Same, I said bump that right. All kind of chemicals and shit in there. They done pumped them with all kind of stuff. I wonder. Look, let me be quiet. All right, I'll tell you. I was gonna say. I wonder when did the Popeye sandwich come out, and when did that thing hit? Like, what was? I wonder what was the how close in time that was. Was it around the same time as that stuff came out and started getting everybody not feeling well? Was it around the same time? Was it a couple years later? How much longer after that did all of that happen? But yeah, Jamie Foxx had another movie coming out I seen called Strays. And it's about I think Snoop Dogg was in it, Jamie Foxx, and a couple of other people, and they were all dogs. Like it was one of those, it wasn't animated right before. See? Mm-hmm. And then they came with the you know what I'm saying? They doubled down with the. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I know I'm free of both. So and I ain't gonna lie, like times are getting scary. That's why I'm just trying to slowly get my stuff together, keep my stuff together. Okay, Poo Poo, go get them. You done? Okay, you can chill. But that's why I'm just trying to get my stuff together, make sure I'm drinking my water, eating my vegetables, eating my fruit. I'm not perfect, I don't work out every day, but I try. But, I'm just trying to every day just make sure I'm being mindful of my whole, of everything else because y'all, it's coming. It's coming. And while we on here, I do want to say, what was I watching? Oh, Black Magic 363. Was it Black Magic? It might. Okay, I was watching that too, but maybe that's not. Well, maybe it was Black Magic, or it was either Black Magic or Zachary Hubbard. But they was talking about how like every 20 years it was Black Magic. How every 20 years, like they have these blackouts and stuff. I think he said the last one was in 2003. Then they had one in like 1983 or whatever. Y'all remember the blackout back in the day? I remember it. Wash your hands. I remember it. But yeah, how old was y'all? I think I may have even been in middle school, maybe even elementary. I was kind of young. But yeah, so they said, it's about to be 20 years again. So it's 2023. So around August and stuff, y'all make sure y'all have y'all water. I don't know, make sure y'all got gas. It might get real hot out of nowhere. I was just telling somebody like it's crazy. The weather been so unpredictable here where I'm at. Like it's been really cold. It's been extremely cold, and I'm like, dang, this weather haven't even gotten stable yet. It would be crazy if temperatures just spiked up crazy, in the later summer months, caused a blackout or something. I remember we were out for like a week. Yep, us too. It was a big thing in the Midwest. But yeah, so Jamie got that Strays movie. Okay, let's talk about New York. New York and their air quality. What y'all think about New York? I had posted a video on my TikTok, and My TikTok is in the community page. I tried to post a video on YouTube, but it wouldn't let me because I had attached some music to it. So maybe I'll go and remake it. But it was from Black Magic. It was the clip from Black Magic show, Brother Rich and Q Reeves. And Q Reeves was talking about how the stuff that's going on with New York reminded him of the Dark Knight movie, of Gotham, when it was all cloudy and smoky, and you know I believe whoever it was, they had got out of the jail and released all the criminals, and it was just a really chaotic time. And he was also speaking of the color orange and of the sky being orange, and he was like, what does orange remind you of? And when I think of orange, he said Halloween. And yes, I definitely think of Halloween when I think of orange. And when I think of Halloween now, and in this context, I think of something being spiritually open. So Halloween, yeah, I'm thinking of something being spiritually open in this context. But anyways, when I think of orange, I think of like danger, like a nuclear reaction, like something hazardous. I think of something, like green and that bright color green and orange, like I think of something hazardous. So to see the sky orange like that, like, yeah, that's the first things that come to mind for me. He also spoke about Scarlett and her son Get Out of New York. He talked about how when they doing these rituals and when they doing spell work, or when they doing whatever they doing, the things that they do, we know what they do. I thought somebody had comment. That's the comment from earlier. When they doing what they do, they constantly repeating certain things. You will hear it in songs. You will see it in movies. It's a buildup of energy. It's like a chant. That's why with the Scarlet, get the F out of New York. Get the F out of New York. You ain't welcome anymore. Back the F up. Move the F back. Like, come on, y'all. Now this girl's blowing up. They making her, she represents chaotic energy. She represents that chaotic energy that they want to pull on in New York right now. That's what they trying to turn that thing into Gotham City, y'all. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about the color orange and about the city being orange? Like I definitely think like nuclear reaction, not safe, get away. It's like they're saying it over and over and over again. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. It's about to be something big. It's about to be a really big something. Now, we already talked about Jamie Foxx. Let's talk about the aliens in Vegas. What y'all think about the aliens in Vegas? Y'all think they was real? Do y'all believe in aliens? Do y'all think it was Project Bluebeam? Do y'all think it was Anunnaki? Or what do they say? Nibiru? Look, I'm not an expert. I'm not a specialist. I'll tell y'all, I told y'all what I was. I am a serial YouTuber, and I watch YouTube a lot. But so I get things mixed up a little bit. I could do a little bit more reading. I haven't heard about Portia, you haven't heard about the aliens in Vegas? Well, girl, do you believe in aliens? Answer me that first. Do you even believe in aliens before I continue? Or are you like, no, it's just something, they've been reporting aliens forever and ain't nobody seen one for real, or everybody will know about it. How you feel? Do you really do you believe that humans are? Yes, I definitely do. Okay, so look, this is what happened. So it was a Hispanic family. Maybe they was Mexican, I'm assuming, because they was in like Texas or something. But anyways, what happened was they heard, okay, so a police officer caught something falling from the sky on his body cam, and the Ring camera caught something, caught a weird crashing noise. It was like like on some cartoon shit, and they heard that on the Ring alarm. people were also calling in, making reports. Now there was one phone call. The operator said she wasn't sure if it was a prank or not, but she decided to take it serious. She didn't know if somebody was just being, a little loony. But what happened was the guy called and said that it was some. I think he said they was 9 or 10 feet beings in his backyard. He said they were gray. They did not look human. He said they had big eyes. He said he knew for a fact they was not human. Oh no, maybe he said they was 7 feet tall. He said they was at least 7 feet tall. And then he was just asking them please to come. You know what I'm saying? He sounded like he was trying to keep it together. And yeah, I don't remember what else he said on the call, but yeah, he was basically like, "This is not a joke. Like, I'm not playing around. They here, we scared, we don't know what to do, whatever." So he said they went in the house. I have to go find this video. Yes, he did a video on YouTube and he came and tell everybody what happened. The news went and did a news report on it, and that's where they combined all this information. Like, y'all, this is what all happened. What do y'all think about it? And he said when he went in the house, he heard feet everywhere on top of the house. He said they was on top of the house. Um, he said the police finally got there like 38 minutes later. The police took forever coming, and they asked him what happened. He said the police went to the backyard and they found like a big circular thing in the sand or in the dirt, like a perfect circle where it looked like something may have landed, but they didn't see nothing. Oh my, yes, yes. Like it was a lot of evidence pointing towards it being something. you know they said they felt like the government was riding past their house and stuff. They said after that police was scared too. Yes, the police got to saying that if it come back, don't call us. They was like, please don't call us. But the people was saying like they feel like the CIA, or maybe not CIA, whoever handled this stuff, was riding past their house with government plates and dark shades. The men in black. Look, the men in black was riding past their house. So I don't know. I don't know. But they said they were gray, and they gave the description of right. They gave the description of like the typical grays. Only thing is, I thought the grays was short. Every time they talk about the gray aliens, they say like they was some short aliens. I never heard of them being 7 feet tall. That's why I'm like, well, is this the Anunnaki? Like, is the gray thing just a traveling suit? Because I've heard people say that too. Or are they time travelers where in the future this is their traveling suit and they just come back into time? Or are they just from another galaxy? I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's almost as if the big eyes are not eyes. Maybe they goggles. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have on the whole, like just like somebody going underwater and they put on a diving suit. Like, I don't know the inner workings of it. Maybe it's a way for them to breathe, or not necessarily breathe, but not retain gases, but keep themselves from absorbing gases from our atmosphere. I don't know. I don't know. Or could it be some reverse engineering type of thing where it's somebody from our government who then either made a fake ship or reverse engineered something from the future, or something that crashed or whatever, and now they playing alien. Maybe they playing alien. Maybe they practicing for Project Bluebeam. Maybe they amping up for that. So I don't think a lot of people is asking like, do y'all think he was telling the truth? Do y'all think he was lying? Do y'all think this is just do y'all think he was the crisis actor, the Hispanic guy? And I don't think he was a crisis actor. DJ Academic said it the best. If they wanted to use a crisis actor, I think they would have used somebody, because he wasn't that. I mean, he spoke English, but he had a really thick accent. And all of the video, they were speaking a lot of Spanish. Like, I feel like they would have, if they really want to relate to us that this is what was going on, then they probably would have used some different characters. They probably would have used like Tyrone on Who Cloned Tyrone type of thing. But moving on from that, Trump indictments. Trump got 37 federal indictments. Do y'all think Trump is going to jail? Y'all think Trump, do y'all think Trump is going to prison? Y'all think he gonna be guilty of anything? Or do y'all think he gonna be guilty but he not gonna go to prison? Or do y'all think he just gonna be innocent? Me personally, I think that he is going to become president and he's going to pardon himself. That's just what I think. Biden tripping up the goddamn steps, tripping down the steps, tripping across the steps, nigga just face melting. I be like, this can't be real. I be hoping this fake. Like, I just be hoping this fake because, y'all, this is our president. That's just crazy to me. And I don't think people really rocking with Biden like they was. I was never rocking with Biden. I don't rock with no presidency. I don't like they tricked me with Obama. I was still kind of young, I was getting into politics, my first time voting and stuff. I got out there. Yep, I voted for Obama. But that's it. They won't trick me again. And I voted Democrat. Oh my God. The Democrats. But anyway, back to Trump, y'all. I think Trump may get elected. I think he might beat Biden again, or he might beat Biden this time around. Because Biden just can't seem to hold it together. Especially after that pride thing. You know what I'm saying? They had the pride parade at the White House, and then the transgender person pulled out their breasts, and like everything that's happening to Biden is almost like karma. It's almost like a slap in the face. It's almost like every time he turned around, he's having to put his foot in the mouth and in public. So yeah, I do think Trump may take the election. I'm not sure who they can pull out the woodworks to beat him right now. They would have to go find someone completely new, someone fresh, someone with no stains, someone with good energy who could really, they got a better chance next election. But hey, anyway, um, so as I was watching the coverage on Trump on the news, I was just thinking like, dang, like man, every number they said was coming up to like 13. Like they said, like the time that he arrived or the time he left, not just added up the numbers. So I'm like 13. They like this, that, and the third. Like it was just, I'm like, it's crazy. Like even it's the numbers is all over this too. It's all over that too. So with Trump, I don't be sure if he going along with the stuff or if he just playing a role but because it always seemed like everything he does comes as a surprise to everybody. Like I think Trump just kind of got his own script. I don't think he going along with everybody else's script. So it's almost like I don't know. Would they be promising each other behind closed doors? But yeah, it's almost as if he starts to go a little bit off script. But that's all I really want to talk about, y'all. I don't know. We done hit all of my little notes or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. And I don't know, maybe I'll write some more stuff down and we'll talk about it later. Or if y'all leave some comments or some questions or some stuff y'all want to talk about, then we'll talk about it later. But I love y'all and thank y'all for liking, for coming in, comment. And thank you, Portia. And I appreciate you. I appreciate your company and your time. And let me see. I'm going to add you as the moderator, because that's how much I appreciate your interaction. But I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later.